Today, I'm going to save you a lot of time and money. So before you even think about a van, an RV, a travel trailer, a pickup camper, or whatever you're looking at, there are a few lifestyle questions that immediately eliminate certain rigs. And if you ignore them, the rig will wear you out instead of setting you free. This video is actually about lifestyle, not vehicles. 3 questions for you, all right? The first question is, how often do you really want to move from spot to spot? Because if you get this wrong, the rig is going to feel wrong immediately. I know someone who bought a brand new, fully built out van, beautiful, expensive, and after the first day, he knew he'd made a mistake. Not because the van was bad, but because he hadn't thought through how he actually wanted to live day to day. The rig wasn't the problem, the lifestyle mismatch was. I know someone else living in a car and it worked really well until it didn't. Once she realized that she wanted to stay longer in places, the car became really claustrophobic. So now she's looking at a small travel trailer, maybe a teardrop or something, not because she needs more stuff, but because she needs more living space. Same person, different lifestyle realization. I also heard from a woman who started in a travel trailer and on paper it was perfect. But what she didn't count on was the constant setup and take down, hooking up, leaving, breaking camp every single time she moved. She didn't hate the traveling. What she hated was the work. Once she admitted that her energy just wasn't there anymore, the decision was obvious. She wanted something that was easier. She wanted a van. Same lifestyle goal, different energy reality. When I started, I came from a big house and I downsized to a smaller apartment, and then I chose a van that still matched my lifestyle, like a smaller apartment, only this time it was on wheels. It worked, but now I realize I didn't actually want to live the same way I did in a house. I chose something that matched my old lifestyle, not the simpler one that I was growing into. And now I know I'd be happier into something smaller. If you buy for who you used to be, this is what I've learned, you'll outgrow your rig. Now, once you have figured out how often you want to move from spot to spot, question number 2 is how much energy and effort do you spend living this life? Different rigs don't just require different skills, they require different energy. The rig that looks good on day 1 may exhaust you by day 30. So how much effort and problem solving do you want your daily life to require? Not once in a while, I mean every single day. Every rig has some kind of a friction. Some require physical effort and some require constant decision making and some require both. Freedom on the road always comes with work. The question is what kind of work you're willing to do. That woman with the travel trailer, she didn't fail. She just realized she was done with the daily setup, leveling, and hookups. Her lifestyle didn't change, but her energy level did. I've talked to people in large, big old Class A's who would love the space, and they do love the space, but they hate the driving stress, the road planning, campgrounds, the constant figuring out where you're going to park, if you can go there or if you can't go there. Mental effort counts just as much as physical effort. I live in a manufactured built van. It's comfortable and it's familiar, but what I learned is that I don't actually need that much complexity anymore. I need something simpler. I don't want my life on the road to feel like I'm managing a small house. Now, if you enjoy tinkering, troubleshooting, managing systems, so a rig like that is going to empower you. But if you don't, the same rig is going to feel like you have a full-time job, which I don't think you really want. But neither of them is wrong. But if you think you're number 1 and then you're really number 2, then that's just not going to work and it may get very expensive. Once you're honest about how much effort you want to put into daily living, the rig list gets really short. Really short. A woman told me she was 72 and said that she didn't think she could do any of this at all because it just feels overwhelming. That doesn't mean she couldn't live on the road. It means the way she thought she had to do it. It didn't match her tolerance. Overwhelmed is information, but it's not like the final verdict. Question number 3. Which do you want, comfort or more mobility? Because you don't always get both of them at the same time. Comfort usually means more space, more systems, more setups, and more restrictions. But mobility usually means fewer things, faster moves, and fewer places that you can't go. So every rig is a compromise, but it's a mistake pretending that it isn't. So I've known people who loved the comfort of the bigger rig until they realized how often they avoided moving because it was such a production. It was comfort just kept them parked. But I've also known people who downsized for mobility, which is what I'd like to do, and were happier traveling. Even though they didn't have as much living space, they had more range. They had more places that they could go, and it was easier getting in and out. Now, I chose comfort when I started because it matched the life I was coming from. But over time, I've realized that I really like mobility more than the space. My lifestyle got simpler and just my van just didn't keep up with it. You know, what I need today, what you need today may not be what you're going to need 3 years from now. And you know what? That's not a failure. That's just information. If your lifestyle changes after a few years, that doesn't mean you made a bad decision. I don't feel like I made a bad decision. It means you made, and I made, the best decision that I could at the time with the information that I had. You know, the mistake isn't choosing what fits today. The mistake is refusing to admit it when it no longer does. My van wasn't a mistake. It matched the life I was leaving behind. What changed is not my ability, it was my preference. Choices aren't like a permanent identity, like who I am. It's just tools for the season that I'm in. Rig is wrong when it never fit your lifestyle to begin with. So the goal isn't necessarily to choose a forever rig, it's to choose the rig that fits you right now with your eyes wide open. Okay, so that's the 3 questions. Number 1, how often do you want to move from spot to spot? Number 2, how much energy do you want to expend every time you move from spot to spot? And number 3, are you looking more for comfort or are you looking for mobility? What rig you choose is going to be determined by the answers to those 3 questions. So this is part of my Senior on the Road series, and the next video is going to break down which rigs fits which lifestyle according to my experience and what I've seen and talked to other people about. So before you watch another van tour or any kind of a rig tour, answer these 3 questions honestly, because the next video is where we match lifestyles to rigs.